Okay, in this video tutorial, we're going to be looking at how exactly to work with perspective. Basically, we're going to be using a pencil and also a black marker in order to draw everything as we need to. And this is actually a very interesting project. Many art students will actually do this sort of work. This is also a T ruler. It's a nice ruler that you can get from any major art store. It's used in architecture, but it's also used for art classes. And it allows you to line up paper with the ruler so that everything is aligned correctly. So we're actually going to be looking at drawing this horizontally for the most part. How are we going to create perspective? When we talk about perspective, we're talking about drawing objects that we can see from different distances and in different perspectives at different angles that are set correctly and in relation to each other. So we are going to start off with our illustration by drawing a horizontal line across the page. We are going to actually put 2 marks on both sides, and we are going to create a vanishing point. That means that the angle of our perspective is going to move directly straight out ahead of us. So let's choose that we're going to, for sake of this video tutorial, let's go ahead and determine the halfway point. That's usually the easiest way to do that. And it looks like we've got 22 inches, so we're gonna actually find our halfway point at 11. So we're going to go ahead and put another mark up there. Again, we are looking out into the horizon. You may want to picture this as a landscape, as a field of grass or an ocean where you have the top surface. What we then are going to do is we're going to connect our vanishing point to our horizontal point on both sides, and we'll start on the left like this. And then we'll also connect the right point to our vanishing point, like so. What this allows us to do is to create a frame of reference so that anything that we draw will be lined up in perfect perspective. We can draw anything up here, or we can draw anything down here. If we do that, we're always going to have to connect to our vanishing point. So let's do that quickly here. Let's show. Remember, this is the horizon here. This could be the top of a box if we want it to be. So I'm going to create a box down here. It's going to go like that. Again, take the end point and connect it to the vanishing point at the top. Bring it all the way up. Let's find the bottom of our box, which is going to be lined up with the T ruler. And we'll do it just like that. Then we'll also go ahead and draw the bottom of the box, which is just going to be straight across, basically, just like that. So what we find here is that our box has an angle like that. Now remember, we're connecting the points of perspective, and don't forget the horizontals, because this will also apply to our box as well. So what we've really essentially done here is we've created a 3-dimensional box. If you can see, I will go over the line so you can see. This is below the horizon point. So we got our box pretty much like that. And if we were looking straight ahead and there was a box sitting in front of us, that's exactly how it would look. I'm just going to do one more quick one so that you can see and understand exactly what I'm talking about. Let's say we have more of a horizontal box up here. I always like to work with boxes. Those are usually the easiest to start off with. But I'm going to go ahead and do another one like that. Draw the horizontal edges of our box. Again, we take the points of the object and we line them up to our vanishing point up there. Very simple. And then we don't need to connect the bottom one. We'll just go with the top one. Now we've got a very long box. Look at that, it almost disappears into the horizon. If we want, we can make the box thinner, we can make it thicker, or we can make it long. For right now, I'm just going to make it medium size. Don't forget that this box has this side to it, okay? And basically what we're going to do is I'll show you exactly how this was done. This is the outer outline of our box here. And this can be done in so many different ways with so many different shapes, and it's truly a creative process. It's very fun to do, and you can use all sorts of different designs. But always make sure you line it up and you draw your lines connecting to that and connecting to your 2 points along the horizon, and you will get proper angles. So that concludes the second tutorial, and I look forward to speaking with you on the next one. Take care. Don't forget your signature.